Good morning, everybody. Thank you for coming over here. The Veterans Memorial Ceremony was a hard act to follow, so I'm not even going to try. This is going to be a fairly short event, and the purpose here is to unveil our historic marker and welcome to the historic district sign here that we had put together. This historic district was a CoRP event, Community Revitalizing Paulding, and CoRP is historically spun off from a committee in the Chamber of Commerce almost 10 years ago. Spun it off into its own 501c3 corporation, and I'll share with you what the mission statement is for CoRP. We champion the health and vitality of downtown Paulding through the promotion of commerce, culture, historical preservation, and celebration. So this is a historical preservation project for us. It started back in 2018 when we joined the Main Street Ohio organization, and they came in and did an assessment of our downtown and recommended how we might revitalize it. And part of their recommendations was it'd be a good idea to go out and get listed on the National Register of Historic Places, and that opens up opportunities for investment, some grants, some tax credits, and different things like that for building owners to revitalize their buildings. So that was the beginning of the process. We really didn't get it cranked up then because we were ready to start, and then the pandemic hit, and we weren't able to meet or do anything like that. As soon as that pandemic was down, I gathered a group of researchers who we would not have been able to do this without them. And I want to make sure that we thank Kim Sutton and Melinda Crick and Ann was here somewhere. She was earlier. And Jane Nice, Ann Walker and Jane Nice. They were relentless in their research. We established 50 buildings in the historical district, and we had to generate each of these 50 buildings, the date it was constructed, who built it, who paid for it to be built, the construction team, the architecture, kinds of businesses and things that were in those buildings through the years. And so we generated about 1.5 feet of paper in researching all these buildings. And then we had a consultant who then took that 1.5 feet of paper and broke it down into about a 40 or 50 page application, which had to go through the state of Ohio and then on to the National Park Service, who actually controls that national register. So the application from the time we put it in took almost a year to get approved through that process. So that was interesting, sitting on pins and needles waiting on those meetings to happen. So anyway, we have 2 of these signs. One of them is installed now, the other one is ordered. They're about $2,500 each. So we raised the money to buy those signs. And the people who made this signs it's noisy. Are the same people who build the signs for the national historical signs, like the one in the courthouse, one in front of the library, and now we'll have 2 of these here for the historical district. But to keep this short and sweet, I didn't think about how we were going to get that bag off the sign. So anybody bring a ladder? Yeah, there we go. Okay.
Got loose in the bottle. 3.
Thanks to Melinda. She drove this project for the sign and did the research and dealt with the manufacturer of the sign and all that kind of stuff. And Melinda, thank you very much for all you've done. Anybody else have anything to say? Anything I forgot to say?
Thank you to everybody who donated. thank you to everybody who donated towards these signs. These were all fundraised locally from groups and individuals. So we appreciate your support and thank you.
Okay, something else that Melinda worked very, very hard on is historic walking tour, self-guided walking tour. It starts today, so you can take one of these brochures. It's got pictures of all the buildings in the historic district and a short description, and the little squiggly boxes that you can take your camera on. Little squiggly box on the back of it here, and it'll take you to our YouTube site, which has more historical information on these buildings.